Well, Texas didn't get the help they needed from other teams in order to make it back into the national championship. As of today, they still are the defending champions, but that's all going to clear up. But their mind is on other things. It's on finishing out this season strong in a BCS bowl game against a top-rated team in the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And they have nothing to be ashamed of as they're playing in the Tostitos Fiesta Bowl, one of the elite bowls. And it's really going to bring an exciting end to the career of so many seniors that have brought this program back. The goal, obviously, to win a national championship, to get Texas back to the top, but to also get it to a point of sustainability. And if we're able to accomplish that with this program, to turn it into a true dynasty with national championship viability year after year, I think people are going to look back on this senior class that's graduating this year, take nothing away from last year's senior class, but the group this year that's heading out, especially on defense, and as well the leadership of Tyrone Swoops at quarterback, who this will be his last game. All of those guys and more were the ones that stepped up as juniors last year, helped lead the squad to the title, and have kept them in it as well this year, even when things got tough with that disappointing loss to Kansas State, keeping them in the game. But it's also young guys as well that have stepped up and made plays. And Chris Gunn, number 9, in the backfield along with Chris Warren. And Gunn is really a symbol of what this team is about. He is the effect, essentially, of last year's successful run, the attention. Chris Gunn coming to us from the state of Maryland. If it's not for all those wins and being in that championship game, being that type of a program, you don't get attention from a top recruit like Chris Gunn. And so he is the long distance, long-term symbol of what this team has already accomplished and will continue to accomplish. And as you can see, already impressing early on with a 7-0 lead, trying to go to Gunn quite often, using his speed a little bit more as the weeks go by. The Longhorns have really noticed that they've got to take advantage of him. He may not be the top rated or even the second or third best running back on the depth chart if you look at his overall skill set, but once the ball's in his hands, he's incredibly talented. So the Longhorns jump out to an early 7-0 lead, but the Bulldogs, they're a good team. They're a top 10 team. Nothing to overlook, that's for sure. Come out with a score and it's even up. Swoops coming back even after they didn't pass the entire first drive. He's now getting them across midfield, throwing it to Armani Foreman. This time throwing it a little bit late to Foreman, unable to get the first down there, and they punt it away to Mississippi State, who has a chance to try to get the lead for the first time on the day. Williams with all kinds of time, throwing it up on 3rd and 20. The coverage is strong downfield, and Adrian Colbert, one of the guys that's going to be departing us this year, bats the ball down. Could have had a pick, but either way, Texas gets it back after the punt. Dumping it off to Chris Gunn out of the backfield. And then later, Ja'Cory Warwick, the senior. Not very often thrown to, not often used at all, but look at that one-handed behind the back catch, and he hangs on as he goes down. Now with the single back in shotgun, swoops on 3rd and 5, read it well, hit the slant pass, and then hits Lorenzo Joe for the 15-yard touchdown to give the Longhorns the 14-7 lead. Just before halftime, though, Mississippi State trying to get something going. Williams gets sacked by Hassan Ridgeway, his first of the day. Now 3rd and 14. Handed it off, trying to run the clock out. The Longhorns not having anything to do with it. Trying to take advantage of that, calling timeout with 1 to go. Lorenzo Joe taking the punt, returning it back. Not going to get a big return, but he does get him within striking distance with 40 seconds to go. Swoops drops back to pass. Everyone going out. Oh, and that one should have been a pick 6. Swoops really made a mistake there. He hasn't made as many of those as his career has worn on, but that was a bad one. So with 31 seconds to go, they'll pick up the first down on the pass. Going to a run play, the jet sweep. The handoff to Burt, and Burt gets around the end. He's got blockers, and he's got a touchdown. That's the element of surprise and the element of speed. And who would have thought? A couple minutes ago, this was a tied game, and now it's 21-7. Great clock management, great defense, and great play calling on offense by the Longhorns to get that 2-score lead.
He's out to the 30.
Leading off in the second half, the Longhorns get the ball as well, really trying to put this thing away early on. The pass out to Burt, who just took that handoff and scored right before the end of the first half. Gets the first down there. Now going to the read option. Swoops is keeping it. Good blocks downfield, doing the smart thing, sliding down, not taking a hit. Wants to stay healthy for the entire game. Doing it again to the other side. And then on 1st and goal, just handed it off to his power back, Chris Warren. No read here. The only read is to read the mail of the defense as it gets exploited and gets run over by Chris Warren. Now 28-7. Mississippi State back with it again. Williams throwing off his back foot though on 3rd and long, and that's just not a wise decision. Even the freshman getting on the action. Guys, we haven't seen hardly all year long. Damian Williams only 3 for 10 on the day, and Holton Hill just connected with him, unfortunately, for Williams. The freshman Hill hauls that one in. The Longhorns right back down within striking distance and going to another key piece. Devonar Clarington, not a senior. We'll have him at least for another year, possibly 2. We'll see how that plays out as he develops. But Mississippi State trying not to go away. Williams can't get it done with his arm, trying to get it done with his legs again. But really an insurmountable lead at this point at 35-7. Damian Williams not giving up though. Give him credit for that. He's leading his team, finishing strong, trying to leave a statement. He doesn't want to send the Mississippi State Bulldogs home with this image of just giving up, which could hurt the recruiting long term as well. And Texas really wants to put this thing away strongly as much as Mississippi State does. And so later on, finishing out the game, Tyrone Swoops, his final carry of his career, gets tackled short of the end zone. That's okay. Charlie Strong hoists the trophy as the Longhorns win the Fiesta Bowl, and the defense was just incredible today. Only 137 yards given up. The Longhorns had more than that on passing and rushing individually. Chris Warren with a great day, 18 carries, 114 yards, 2 scores. And Sean Hughes with 2 sacks. And so the end of the season comes. We're about to say goodbye to a lot of seniors. Charlie Strong going 12-1 in his first 2 years. An incredible start to this run. Check back for more Season 3 coming your way soon with some off-season action. Subscribe, like, and comment. We'll see you soon.